Hey everybody. So, I wanted to make this video, and I know I haven't made one in a while. I have no real excuse for that. Just kind of procrastinating on my part, not really sure what I wanted to make, I guess. But today, Dead by Daylight has released some patch notes for their newest update coming to the game soon, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it. Because I really have extremely mixed feelings about the update. Mainly leaning towards the meh side. So, I will read off the patch notes to you. I'm sorry I can't display them on screen, but I will do my best to explain them. So the first update we have coming to is to the Trapper. Well, it turns out that Trapper started with a random number of traps between 4 to 6 every game. Like, it wasn't even a solid defined number. Well, he will constantly spawn with 6 traps now, I believe. And he, yes, 6 traps will always spawn on the map. Secondly, they are also adding 1 base bear trap to his base kit, and adjusting his bag add-ons accordingly. So, but his trapper bags and stuff will do different things. We'll have to wait and see what all the add-ons do. But it looks like one of his purple, they showed off 2 of his purples. There's the tension spring, which a bear trap will reset 2 seconds after a survivor escapes from it. And the trapper sack will now give you all your bear traps at the start of the game, but you cannot pick them up. I think that is silly, personally, but I mean, whatever. The devs are the devs. So, Trapper's getting buffs, yay. But they're doing, like, very menial buffs to his base kit, and then they're changing up his add-ons in weird ways, so... Mixed feelings, mixed feelings. Now this is the part I don't like. They're updating the spirit. Oh yeah, we can already tell where this is going, right? Well, here's what they're going to do. There's 2 primary changes being made to the spirit. 1, any survivor within 24 meters of the spirit will now hear a directional phase sound. This lets you know whether she's phasing, and also gives you a rough idea of which direction she's coming from. So yeah, now they've basically given her the nerf. They basically reverted her back to how she was before the PTB. Devs, if you're watching this, stupid idea. Sorry, but someone had to say it. This was removed for a reason. So her entire terror radius mind games have all been removed. So huge, tremendous nerf. And now, on top of that, her footsteps will now kick up dust when she is phasing. So you can actually know exactly where she is at all times. Doesn't matter what the phasing sound is, you just watch for the kicking up of the dust and you'll know her exact location. And you can abuse her non-existent collision and everything else. It's going to be great. I can already tell you where this is going. As a good survivor myself, I was already abusing the shit out of that. And they're also going to be doing a add-on pass as well, which basically means, in the fashion of all the previous add-on passes, that her add-ons will all be getting changed, and most of them will become useless, gimmicky add-ons that do nothing. Because this is behavior. I'm sorry, I know this is probably not comfortable for any of you devs if you're somehow watching this, but I'm sorry, you deserve to get ridiculed for this one. Not ridiculed. That's not the right word. Critiqued. And this is my critique for you. You don't want to balance around the higher levels most of the time. But whenever you do it in the worst possible way and go completely the other direction with it. I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but honestly I feel very strongly about this, and I feel like the more voices you hear, the better. Like, let's take a look at these 2 add-ons that they gave in a description of. The Wakizashi is getting changed. During the Yamaoka's haunting, use the active ability button to return to the husk and end the haunting. This is those gimmicky run back at the, like, teleport back to the start add-ons you gave to Nurse. Nobody uses that on Nurse, and no one's going to use this on Spirit either. You're putting so much time and dev resources into useless shit no one's ever going to use. And that's what's frustrating to people when a lot of other bigger core issues aren't being fixed. Alright, and then the Senko Hanabi. Hanabi? I'm not sure how it's pronounced. When Yamaoka's haunting ends, the spirit's husk explodes and any vault locations within 4 meters are blocked for 5 seconds. 4 meters, that's nothing. Like, what's this gonna do? Counter TL walls, maybe? I can't see this doing anything else. I just don't see it happening. But I guess we'll see. Now, this is a nice change. I actually really like this. They're going over all of the killer add-ons piece by piece, and they're going to... they're not all going to be done in one update, I believe it says here, but they're going to list all... They're going to, like, tell you straight up what every add-on does. None of this moderately, considerably crap. And they're also going to give a brief description of status effects whenever a add-on gives a status effect, like Oblivious and Mangled and stuff. Which is nice. It'll be really nice, especially for new players, because it won't be so confusing, and it'll be much more clear to people what add-ons are good and what add-ons are bad, and we will know the exact values, and better tweaking can be made. We can give way better feedback. Let's see. So our designers are they've noted so there are far too many to list here, but we've changed some of the add-ons for the following killers: the Hillbilly, the Nurse, the Shape, the Hag, the Oni, the Blight, the Wraith, the Pig, and the Ghostface. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, so it looks like they're going to be doing add-on changes as well as add-on updates. That's interesting. Wow, they're knocking out a bunch at once. This is actually interesting. They're also updating some perks. Vigil is basically getting doubled in its recovery rate, and also Vigil will now increase the recovery rate of Broken, Exposed, Oblivious as well, so... This perk is going to basically be a neutering to any status effects that aren't infinite. So, yay, I guess. Babysitter will now grant a speed boost to the survivor for that's rescued for 4, 6, and 8 seconds. So, not too bad, I guess. Oh, and the aura reading duration has been doubled. For the people, they cut 30 seconds off the broken status effect that you get when you use it. So, Hex Retribution, you become oblivious when you cleanse interacting with any kind of totem, and they also are increasing the aura reading whenever you cleanse a Hex to 15 seconds. And then Hex Blood Favor, they have removed the cooldown, thank goodness, that was dumb. I don't know why it took them this long to fix that, but hey, at least it's here. It'll also activate upon special attacks. See, I like how they're removing... I do like that. They're slow. It looks like on a few of these they're removing the basic attack requirement, which I feel is more than appropriate, since less and less killers are relying on their basic attacks as much. And it's just silly anyway. It shouldn't be that limiting. Hex the Third Seal, they've added special attacks. Thrill of the Hunt. With boon totems making their way to the game, we've decided to give Thrill of the Hunt some love by extending the speed penalty from cleansing to blessing as well. So it'll stop people from blessing totems as quickly. Honestly, I don't see this doing anything, but hey, it's there. And then they just added a new, as they call it, the item and character kill switch. Basically, it gives them the ability to disable anything at any time without an update in order if something breaks or causes problems. So that's not too bad. Apparently, there's a part 2 on this on Monday. There's apparently a lot more to this update. So apparently this update is huge. But just so far from reading part 1 of this, I'm not really a big fan of a lot of these changes, especially the spirit changes. But as irritated as I am reading it, I guess I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, even though, frankly, a lot of the times they have been very wary on whether or not they deserve that benefit of the doubt. And we will see where it leads. that. So, to basically, I guess, commemorate the occasion, let's go play some Spirit and enjoy, because this might be one of the last times we get to enjoy her for a very long time. Because I really don't see the devs taking much feedback on this, even if it's terrible feeling in the PTB, which I fully expect it to be. It's just irritating, because I knew of it, that when they did touch her, they were going to do something lazy and silly, but... So, yeah. They did the Spirit changes, they say, due to, in order to create counterplay, more counterplay for the survivor while increasing her skill ceiling, as they put it. You know, devs, increasing her skill ceiling implies that you increase her potential, but this does nothing but make her worse across the board. Now, if you had said skill floor, then you would be absolutely correct, because nobody without tons of hours on Spirit is going to kill a damn thing now, because you have given a massive handicap to the survivors with this update. And it sounds like you're nerfing her add-ons at the same time, so you're doing one of those nerfs that are very unwise, nerfing two different things at once and letting them compound on each other without seeing what the result of the first one is first, because the funny thing is, Spirit's kill rates, according to your own statistics, aren't that bad, aren't that great, compared to most of the other cast. Sorry, they're not that much better. In fact, she's not even a top 3 killer in terms of kill rate. She has a lower kill rate than Pig, according to your own statistics, even though she's clearly a better killer. So, interesting, I guess. But for now, let's try to get a game and just use her for now. I want to enjoy her at least a little bit, because within a couple weeks' time, she may not be very fun to play anymore. I know it was a bit of a small tangent, but I don't know. I guess the hard part is that I just expected something like this, and I hate being right whenever I'm assuming the worst. But unfortunately, behavior almost always seems to do the worst possible thing when it comes to taking down killers in any way. I mean, look what they did to Hillbilly. He was once a widely played and one of the most favored killers in the game on both sides. Now you never see him anymore. All because of an add-on pass. Now imagine what they're doing, how it's going to be when they're specifically going out of their way to nerf a killer. Because the funny thing is, they even stated they weren't intending to nerf Hillbilly in any way, just, well, they said, outside of his insta-saw build, as people like to call it. Alright. So let me see if I can get a game or two in. I might only do one, just because there's going to be a part 2 to all this, and I don't want to make this video too long. But, you know, my spirit's a little rusty, so you'll have to forgive me if it's not the best gameplay in the world. I've been playing a lot of Pinhead and Nemesis and Nurse lately. Nurse for practice, Nemesis and Pinhead because I still have to get all the perks on them. But the grind is so long that it takes forever. Plus, I've been playing other games, obviously. As you guys may have noticed, I've been doing, as I call it, the Soulsborne campaign on weekends. going through each of the Souls games outside of Demon Souls because I just streamed all of that not too long ago. We've already played through every Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 2, so we just need to get through Dark Souls 3, which we're doing it on weekends, unlike the other ones, just because my buddy Shadows has joined us, so there's 3 of us now, but he can only get on weekends because he's got busy stuff with his work, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind it. It's a lot of fun, and it's nice to enjoy Dark Souls 3 again. Anyhow, build's a bit wonky, but you know what? I think I'll enjoy this build a lot. I've been playing similar builds in other killers, but yeah. We've already got signs of a survivor. There's another one over there. Looks like he's slightly AFK'd. Yeah, his iron will. Luckily, he wasn't expecting me to come up behind him. When that update comes, though, he'll just throw the pallet in my face. Definitely got stackers. She doubled back on me, didn't she? It's fine, I'll just go after this guy. Spread the pressure. He was barreling, I figured he'd throw it immediately. I thought about going straight for it, but... Well, there goes my hex already. This guy seems to get a little bit lost in the sauce. Nice. This guy's kind of predictable. He has iron will, but he's playing very predictably despite it. You think he'd be playing a little bit more risky since he can get away with it. She's not very good at mind games. It's possible I am monster. It's not all that high since I haven't played her in so long. What did that do for you? Smart enough not to burn that pallet, though. Where is he walking? Heck? smart. She was smart enough to call my bluff, though. Nice. What? Okay. Well, that was weird. Oh. People are running that. I don't hear any footsteps on this guy. I just had to guess what he was gonna do. Gotcha. He likes to play safe. So, since you took my previous pop, why don't you supply the next one that I used to pop your gem? How about that? Some guys in the middle again, I think. Did I just hear something? At least. Check. Okay. She's acting really weird with her movements. Why did you think that would work? Nice, a twofer. And she just DCs. How cool. Oh. Accidentally tapped it and didn't lunge. Oh well. Not that it really matters at this point. Did he double back? No, he just went this way. Hold up. Quick, quiet shenanigans, hmm? Pallet drop is so fucking fast now. It's probably got DS anyway. like they weren't well equipped. They had 2 iron wills and a spine chill. Wow. Anyhow, so that's going to do it for this video. Since there'll be a part 2 of the update notes, there will be a part 2 of this video on Monday, whenever the next set of patch notes are shown. Hopefully there's more good news in there, but we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, thank you all for watching this video, and devs, please think long and hard before you make this change to Spirit, especially. I really think you're making a big mistake. This is too much. Anyhow, we'll see you in the next video, and like I said, hopefully the next set of notes are a bit more exciting. Anyhow, see ya.